Thank you, Senator. To Martin, Amareshol, the family of Kasavuli, and the leadership gathered here, colleagues of Catherine, I think the news bulletin is definitely overrunning. We are past that time. But I beg of your indulgence, just to read a small personal tribute to Catherine, Senator. Thank you, Catherine, for being a bright, shining star in the media industry. You are a true trailblazer and the quintessential queen of the screen. You are the baton finisher who ensured that the hard work of those who labor behind the scenes in the TV industry was professionally presented to the world to see. You did your work with so much grace, and it was always a joy watching you read the news. Off the screen, you are a kind-hearted person who brought much joy in the newsroom with a great sense of humor and wit. You were a true encourager, always mentoring and giving a helping hand to younger journalists. You are a stickler to etiquette, always reminding us that we needed to carry ourselves with the dignity of the profession, because as media, we were chronicling history and heralding the future in the words that we wrote and spoke. Thank you for being a team player, always appreciating the work of others, however junior or senior. You spoke and treated colleagues with great respect and appreciated their output, however big or small. As we wiggled through the trying times of managing the first independent news station in Africa in the 1990s, you stood by reporters and editors who had crossed the imaginary line of bold journalism. As a radio presenter, you melted our hearts with the choice of songs you played on Late Date. I vividly recall that while at the University of Nairobi, the Late Date hour brought our halls of residence to a complete stop with the stereos booming out with the lovely melodies you chose. We loved the parties at your house and the mastery cooking that produced delicious signature dishes. I've not heard anyone talk about Catherine's cooking. And I think, Martin, you know that. It is unfortunate that you are also a victim of malicious rumors, but you are strong-willed and laughed off lies and never allowed negativity to define you, always happy in the belief that the few naysayers must never be allowed to dictate the virtues of the majority. The media industry is today richer, more competitive and professional because of the seed that you planted. Today, Kenya has one of the most developed media sectors in Africa because of the talent that was inspired by your likes. When I left KTN in 2003, the management asked me whom I thought to be the next Catherine Kasavuli. I remember telling them that there would never be another Catherine, but there will be many who will ride on your shoulders because of the influence you brought to bear. Fare thee well, friend and colleague. We miss you, but the angels are happy to be in congenial and gracious company. Rest in peace, Catherine. God Almighty rest your soul, where he rests those he loves. Thank you, Mheshimiwa.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. Allow me to recognize my brother, Alex Matere. He's a youth leader. Just wave to the congregation, and because I will not break